Welcome, welcome. For this episode, I got something special for y'all for Valentine's Day. A Valentine's Day themed horror movie. My Bloody Valentine is a 1981 Canadian slasher film directed by George Mihalka and written by John Beard. It was one of many films set on a holiday, all thanks to both Black Christmas and Halloween. Now, the film is well known for being one of the less violent slasher films. Why? Well, that's because the MPAA cut out 9 minutes of the film for being too violent, and it was also submitted after the assassination of John Lennon. And the MPAA didn't want the film to promote violence.
If I ever find one of these lying around again, I swear to fucking God, I will stop being so polite. Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
Seriously, that's like saying Jeffrey Dahmer ate people because he saw it in Night of the Living Dead. Anyways, in 2009, Lionsgate thankfully released all 3 minutes of the gory scenes, and that's the one I'm using for this review. So without further ado, let's get our pickaxes ready as we dig into My Bloody Valentine. The film begins inside a mine shaft, where we see 2 miners as they go deeper and deeper. And one of them turns out to be a female miner and wants something to go deep in her, if you know what I mean. Jesus, that's not what I meant! Anyways, it's not Friday the 13th yet, so these miners are clocking out, but not without a quick shower.
You gotta get a lot of exercise if you're gonna grapple with Gretchen there.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got a Valentine for her that she's never gonna forget.
Right to the heart, huh? Gonna be a hot time on Saturday night!
Wow, usually guys can't wait for Valentine's Day to end. That way they don't have to buy shit. And we get some conflict between 2 of the miners.
Man, you wish you never came back. Especially now since Sam's going out with Axel.
Let's get off my nose. I don't give a damn.
Ugh, I doubt this would end well. Anyways, time for some hijinks. Then we get to see the town of Valentine Bluffs, a Canadian mining town which was filmed in a real town called Sydney Mines in Nova Scotia. And as you can see, this town is really into Valentine's Day. This is Hallmark Channel levels of obsession. Anyways, we get to see some of the miners get all lovey-dovey with their girlfriends, except for TJ here. Yeah, I feel you, TJ. That's how I feel every Valentine's Day. Oh, and this is Mayor Haniger, who's TJ's father, and he owns the mine. And he isn't too optimistic about the Valentine's Day dance. Why? Well, we'll find out later. But for now, here's a prank video.
Hi, guy.
Still better than those TikTok pranks. Now that's enough hijinks for TJ here.
I don't think he likes being back in the mine very much.
Well, that's too bad. Nobody told him to go out to the West Coast. It's not my fault he couldn't make it on his own. But now that he's back here, he's my son and he's working in the mine.
What an asshole!
Anyways, Mayor Haniger and the town's chief of police, Jake Newby, played by Don Franks, who you may know as the voice of Sabretooth from the X-Men animated series.
Look who finally got up off his lazy hind end and decided to pay me a visit.
And they received an anonymous box of Valentine chocolates.
If there's one thing I like better than Christmas candy, it's Valentine's candy.
Bitch, please, Halloween candy is better. Well, you know the old saying.
Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Also, the box has a note warning that murders will begin if the dance proceeds. And according to this bartender, Valentine's Day brings nothing but doom. And it doesn't mean your relationship or wallet.
Beware the 14th, if you value your life. It started 20 years ago. was the night of the Valentine's Day dance.
Listen, man, I'll take over because YouTube is going to strike my ass. So 20 years ago, 2 supervisors left early to attend the dance, leaving 5 miners at the mine. And those supervisors forgot to check the methane gas levels in the tunnels, and there was an explosion that trapped the remaining miners. One of the miners, named Harry Warden, was the only survivor who resorted to cannibalism to survive and went insane. He was then sent to a mental hospital where he escaped a year later to enact his revenge.
He killed the 2 supervisors who had left their posts the year before. Then he cut out their hearts and stuffed them into heart-shaped candy boxes.
These slasher villains really like to be theatrical. And from then on, Harry warns that the town will never hold another Valentine's Day dance ever again. However, these youngsters aren't taking it seriously.
It could be you. You forget about having a party at all on Saturday night. Or you may not live to see daylight.
What an asshole!
Anyways, back to some more drama.
It's your own fault. You know that, don't you, TJ?
Never said it wasn't.
Then why can't you just accept things the way they are?
Maybe because I don't like the way things are.
Yeah, that sounds like everybody during the pandemic. Later that evening, Harry Warden is taking a stroll and he sees his next victim, Mabel, the lady from earlier. And she finds a Valentine's Day gift with a note in it.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you?
Gotcha, bitch!
Okay, let's see what the miners are up to. Hey, I enjoy a harmonica duet as much as the next guy.
Well, I guess we got ourselves a problem, huh?
Yeah.
And that problem is their girl Sarah. Axel says that she is with him now because TJ left her, and TJ says she still has feelings for him.
We're kind of hard on him, Teach. Can't exactly blame him.
Sure, it's not his fault. It's nobody's fault. You know, I really do like that son of a bitch.
And I gotta admit, this love triangle is better than Twilight. Anyways, it's finally Friday the 13th, so maybe we'll get Jason Voorhees duking it out with Harry Warden. But back to the plot. Newbie contacts the mental institution where Harry Warden was incarcerated, but they don't have jack shit.
Now, if this Harry Warden was committed, as you say, then he's simply no longer here. And if I have no records on him, I have to assume that he's transferred, he's released, or he's on the slab. 1 of 3, take your pick.
God damn, those are not good odds. Oh, and we get some girl chat between Sarah and her friend Patty, as Sarah's having trouble choosing between TJ and Axel.
TJ won't talk to me. He just sulks all day long. He ends up making me feel guilty when he's the one who owes me the apology. And Axel is not behaving any better.
And damn, I hate to be in her situation.
Besides, you've got to see the dress I got. Cut down to here, slid up to there. I may not get out alive.
Huge steaming ball of foreshadowing.
Then Chef Newbie goes into the laundromat, and this happens. You see, this is why you shouldn't rapid dry corpses. Oh, and Chief Newbie covers up the cause of death.
You remember, Mabel Osborne died of a heart attack, and that's all. You breathe one word of this to anybody, and you'll have to answer to me.
Really? Don't you guys have, like, a Canadian version of the FBI there? Anyways, back at the mines, TJ and Axel are still beefing over Sarah, and they almost duke it out until their supervisor stops them. Then TJ leaves work and picks up Sarah, and when they go to the beach, where TJ apologizes to her in the most Canadian way ever.
Sarah, please. I'm sorry. I'm so damn sorry.
That is touching. Truly it is. But it's making me sick.
Meanwhile, both Mayor Hanniger and Newbie cancel the dance, which bum out the miners and their girlfriends, until TJ decides to hold their own party at the mine. However, the bartender warns them, but it falls on drunk ears.
Assholes.
So the bartender rushes out to the mine ahead of them and sets a gag dummy to scare them, and he gets a good kick out of it.
Surprise, motherfucker!
And I gotta say, that's a pretty good gore effect. And it's finally Valentine's Day and the miners and their girlfriends have their party. Meanwhile, at the police station, Newbie finds a Valentine's Day box at his desk. Oh, finally, it's the only heart-shaped object you want to find. And here's the sad part about this gift. Anyways, back at the party, David here has the munchies and goes to the kitchen, only to be the next victim. Back at the police station, Newbie finds another box with a note saying that he failed to stop the party.
Stop the party?
What damn party?
This party, Chief. However, shit gets real when TJ and Axel start beefing again over Sarah, but this time they start throwing hands. Luckily, the homie Hollis stops them and Axel leaves. And it looks like Sarah's staying with TJ, I think. Then we see Axel here drinking alone. Kinda like my ass right now. Anyways, we get to see John and Sylvia here getting busy.
You know what we need?
Yeah, I got one right here.
No, I meant a couple of beers.
Yeah, just don't overdo it like you're Forger. Then John here leaves to get beer and doesn't notice Dave's corpse at the refrigerator. But some of the girls find his heart boiled. Hope you like heart-flavored hot dogs. Anyways, Sylvia then gets attacked by Harry as he drops mining equipment and the bartender's corpse at her and kills her off in a very graphic way. Then John finds her being used as a shower head. Anyways, several of the partygoers decided to enter the mines for fun. However, TJ's against this, but not in the way you think.
You can't take them down there. You know the rule. No women in the mine.
Okay, seriously, out of all the things to enforce, you chose that? Regardless, the partygoers descend into the mines, and Hollis starts giving them a tour. And two of the partygoers, Michael and Harriet, find a secluded room for them to screw. Back on the surface, the others realize that Dave and Sylvia have been murdered.
It's Harry Warden. He's here. Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah, you heard him. Get the fuck out. TJ tries to contact the police, but the line is cut. Moreover, the other partygoers are still in the mine. So DJ and Axel go to save them. The other partygoers warn Newbie about what happened, and he rushes into the mine. Back at the mine, TJ finds the others and warns them about Harry Warden. However, they can't leave without Michael and Harriet, so TJ and Hollis split up to find him, while Howard stays with the girls. Hollis finds Michael and Harriet screwed, and not in a good way. Then Harry Warden shoots a nail gun into Hollis's head twice, and he dies after stumbling towards Howard and the girls, and Howard books it, leaving the girls on their own. Luckily, Axel shows up and takes them to safety, with TJ soon joining them. However, Harry destroyed the control panel to the elevator, so now they all have to climb up the ladder, until they discover Howard's beheaded corpse. So they now get the fuck down and find a shortcut. However, it does not go as planned.
Did you do something?
There's nothing I can do.
Well, bad news is Axel's dead. Good news is you get Sarah all to your own, TJ.
You just hug along the left side of the wall and just keep going. Go on, continue.
Why? Just do as he says.
Dude, you just split up twice with people dying. Doing it again won't help.
Gotcha, bitch!
You see, what did I just say? Now Harry chases after TJ and Sarah to the mine carts. And fun fact, the filmmakers used special flashlights, film strips, and equipment for the mine scenes so they wouldn't blow up. And not gonna lie, that takes balls. Even Martin Scorsese can respect that. Anyways, Harry is having trouble trying to kill TJ and Sarah, mainly because he doesn't have a diamond pickaxe. Then they face off into an abandoned tunnel, and Harry almost kills TJ until Sarah unmasks him. Good question, and here's the answer in a flashback, which shows that Axel's father was one of the supervisors killed by Harry Warden. The experience traumatized him, and it motivated him to prevent another Valentine's Day dance. Then TJ hits Axel with a rock, which results into the tunnel collapsing, which traps Axel, as Newbie and the police arrive to rescue both TJ and Sarah. And Newbie explains what happened to Harry Warden.
I got a call from Eastfield late this evening. They said that Harry Warden died 5 years ago.
Oh, glad that's over with. Anyways, it turns out Axel is still alive, and Sarah, for some reason, wants to go help him until Axel cuts off his own arm to escape.
This whole fucking town is going to die! We're coming back, you bastards! Sarah, be my bloody Valentine. He said it! He said it!
And the film ends with a song called The Ballad of Harry Warden, sung by John McDermott.
Once upon a time, on a sad Valentine, in a place known as Mine, a legend began.
And that was My Bloody Valentine. Sadly, the film was a box office bomb and was critically panned by critics. Hell, they even said that it was still violent, even with the violent scenes cut out. I mean, seriously, were these guys snorting coke? But in recent years, the film has been reappraised as one of the better 80s slasher films, with Quentin Tarantino calling it one of his favorites. And the film even got a 3D remake in 2009. So what do I think of the film? I like it. The film is pretty unique among the other 80s slasher films. For example, the characters are all working-class adults instead of horny teenagers, and it has a very blue-collar feel. Also, the love triangle does make the plot a bit more interesting than most slasher films. Also, the setting in the mine gives the film a more claustrophobic and suspenseful feel, as like the characters, we are trapped with them and have no idea how to get out. Sure, the love triangle between the characters seem melodramatic, and some of the acting is decent, but the film does do a pretty good job bringing the thrills and chills. So I give the film 4.5 heart-shaped boxes out of 5. And that was the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. Stay safe out there. And one more thing. Do you want to be my bloody Valentine?
Howard, you gotta chew it. You don't blow bubbles. I'll take care of myself. How did you ever get to be so stupid?